Hey everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies. And welcome to another episode of our podcast, which is called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
Ooh, good thing you remember that one.
I haven't been gone that long.
No. And welcome to another live episode of our podcast. And this is the last day of March. Hopefully, Ohio realizes that it's spring sometime soon.
Oh, jeez.
But this is...
Cold hot.
Oh, my goodness. This is week 13. Tracy?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, yes. That's exactly right. 13A. This is week 13. This is our live podcast update. So I'll start. So first of all, our podcast has over 4,800 downloads.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And on YouTube, we've got over 2,300 views, and we're going to be doing a study about when people are watching and downloading and
what topics. In fact, I just sent Jody a Voxer to ask her to create these 2 columns. And I said, hey, next to every single episode, write down, hey, was a podcast download, was a YouTube video, and just track what you can. And let's just see what's everybody interested in.
Right.
You know, because we're getting some feedback, and the feedback that we get is great, and we implement it. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I really want to, you know, start planning these topics towards what's most interesting to you guys.
Perfect. Love it.
Awesome. Another thing that we have is our 129 unit close in Mississippi. We are general partners on this one, and if you watch that episode, you know what that means. But yeah, we're general partners on this one, and it was a long delay. We were actually supposed to close the very beginning of January. We started collecting funds right before Christmas to be able to have the funds to be able to close beginning of January, and we're going to do a case study on this so that you guys can kind of hear what happened. But it was delay after delay after delay, but it was such a good deal. We were all hanging on. We're like, we're hanging on. This isn't there was nothing that happened was a deal breaker.
Right.
It was literally attorneys going back and forth and pretending that Fannie Mae was actually going to listen to them. So it was crazy. You'll hear about it later.
Yeah, and like I said before, multifamily, you need to have patience.
Yes, exactly right.
All right. We started our new fitness and nutrition plan. This has been in the works since I think the middle of February, but because of timing and everything, and then this, that, and the other, we finally started on Monday. I can't lift my arms to touch my head at the moment, and so, but it's really good, and actually the food's really good because we don't cook, so we had everything shipped to us, packaged and frozen. Yeah. So all we have to do is warm it up because. Yeah, well, that's how we do it. But the most important thing is, and like I said, I can't.
If you're not watching the video, you didn't see him try to scratch his nose.
I can't lift my hand. I lift my arm to scratch my nose. You should have saw me trying to shampoo my hair this morning. But the biggest thing about this is accountability, because now we have a coach. We have to actually report everything we're eating, everything we're doing. You know, because before with her and I, it's like, well, I don't feel like working out. Oh, you don't have to work out today. You've been good all week. Just take today off.
That's right. Yeah. We let each other off the hook.
Yeah.
Way too easy.
Yeah. And so we're very excited. And like I talked about last week, freedom's not just about money. You know, freedom has many faces.
Yes.
And so we're super excited about this. We're feeling better already.
Yeah.
And can you tell? I would point, but I can't lift my arms. Danny has new glasses on.
Yeah. Something's weird has happened lately, right? I keep on telling you, I keep waking up and my left eye is blurry.
Yeah.
So these glasses still feel a little bit weird. But yeah, Flip went online, ordered. I always like fun glasses, so he got me a pack of 5. One's red, one's purple, one's blue. Right. And so I might start color coordinating in some way. Today's blue.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she said the other day, my eye's blurry. I can't see out of it. I said, well, shut your eye. So that's where we're at on that. We'll see what color she wears tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. What else? We finished all the due diligence, say that fast, on our 48 unit. So we're excited about that. We're going on to the next phase and going through the lending process of what needs to be done, whether a phase 1 needs to be done, survey, appraisal, things like that. So we'll be reporting on that as we go.
Yep, and we started the process of fine-tuning our business plan for FCI. Now, FCI, Freedom Capital Investments, that's our 6th company.
Yep.
Well, that's all I'm going to say. We started the process. and you'll hear this. This will be part of the live update, so you'll hear probably weekly about where we're at on that.
Yeah.
But this is this little sixth company that we started is actually going to be huge.
Yes, I built out the org chart, and I think we talked about that in one of the live episodes recently. Built that org chart, and I was like, oh, this is a whole nother big company.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I like about this 365-day series is that we are doing these live episodes because over the course of the year, you're going to be hearing when we hire people, and it's going to be really, really exciting. I'm very excited.
Yep.
And so
speaking of hiring,
yes. So we're hiring a fund manager. So some of our hires will be outsourced hires where we're leveraging other talent from third-party companies or just services where they say, this is the type of company that has these types of people. You can hire them on a fractional type basis. So right now we're hiring a fund manager, which is a separate third-party company. Our CPA has been doing a lot of the work with us, balanced out, because we have our own portal. Jody is in charge of investor communications and helps manage distributions and things like that. But now the fund manager is going to do all of that and take all of that off our plate. So now we're going to transition our CPA into what he really has a passion for, which is consulting, fractional CFO work. And so he's going to be more of a member of our team instead of somebody that's just doing our tax work. So we're really, really excited about that. We're still in negotiation, so it's not completely finalized, but I think we're on good footing.
Another thing we found out, and that by saying we, that includes me, is that we're planning a Cancun mastermind. I read about this in Facebook.
Thank you. I don't always tell them what I'm up to.
Nope, not always. So this is a resort that we have a membership to, and we were just there a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And it's a great resort. It's a resort. When you get off the plane in Cancun, you go straight to the resort. You don't have to leave. There's so many restaurants, golf courses. I don't even know what's all there. It's quite extensive. From one end to the other end, just on the beachfront, is a mile and a half. It's enormous.
Yes.
And so somebody got the idea.
Me.
And yeah, for those of you listening and not watching, I'm pointing at Danny. Decided to put together a mastermind for next year. Now we don't know when it's going to be or any of the logistics, but the seed has been planted.
Yes, and Tanya's helping. I was so happy when she commented on a post.
Yes.
Woohoo! All right. Another thing, we're on the search for a marketing person, an institutional grade underwriter, an asset manager, an executive assistant, and a head of FCI. Remember when I talked about the org chart and what we're building out? We saw all these seats, right, in every single block and all the duties, and we saw our names in a whole bunch of boxes. No wonder we have so much on our plate, because we're sitting in so many seats right now as we're building out this company, and that's exactly what happens. So we're gonna need to start. I just saw that we're like past over time. This is what happens when I come back.
Yeah, I know. Last week mine was like 2 minutes long.
Yep. Anyways, we'll keep on reporting on it. But if you have any of those talents, or you know somebody with any of those talents, we already have an underwriter for our local deals. His name's Ken. He is still our underwriter for that. I'm going to be asking him if he wants to do the institutional stuff. I just don't think he wants to. But if he does, first and foremost, I'm going with him. He's freaking amazing. But if he doesn't, that's why I listed institutional grade underwriter as part of it, because that'll be like partners that we do nationwide on larger, when I say large, that like the 348 unit, right? Bigger properties.
Yeah.
So our CEO, of course, has to approve all this, and he hasn't yet. But this is just a live progress update of what's going on in our heads and what we're thinking about in the process, so you can kind of see behind the scenes.
That next one's yours.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and we're writing 2 books.
And the reason why this one's hers is because, again, I'm just hearing about it for the first time here. Apparently, we're writing 2 books.
Yeah, we are writing 2
Next week, we'll tell you what they're going to be about.
We haven't even chosen the title of them, but I know the content, and I'm talking with someone who's going to help us out with it and do a lot of the research for it, and then we can go in and edit and style it for our voice, add content that the researchers wouldn't even know to add because we know it from experience. So super excited about that. Hi Flip, we're writing 2 books.
Yay. Well, last week we kept things short and sweet, so this week we went over. Make sure you're joining our investor club right down here, freedomcapitalinvestments.com. Go make sure you check out our website and head over there and join our investor club. Now, this is different than our groups that are on Facebook and LinkedIn and all those other social media platforms. So make sure you do go over there, because there is going to be information there that is not on the other on all of the other sites.
Yep.
But if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you're giving us great reviews. Woo! But let us know how we're doing. Let us know if you have any questions, and let us know if you have any suggestions as well.
Yeah.
But we always like to end all of these with
Invest smart.
live happy. Bye,
Bye, everybody.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on this show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss, y'all.